Hey, Whipsnaps, this is Tortoise the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown OU battles. Today I'm using my Mega Pidgeot Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire team we'd put together. Every time I see Ferrothorn, I figure that's going to be the lead, so I let off with Kazooie as opposed to Boots, just thinking I could Heat Wave, but they switched in the Drapion, and were able to kill it with 2 hits anyway, so that worked out pretty nicely for us. Then they bring in their Weezing, and he's usually a pretty good wall. I've got one on my team as well, but he's a good physical wall, not so much with the special, which is Kazooie's strong suit. So I took a good hit on Weezing, and then they switched in Ferrothorn, expecting the Hurricane again, but I decided to go for Heat Wave, and so I ended up just one-shotting the Ferrothorn anyway. So yeah, they bring in Sceptile, and he's going to get a Rock Slide off on us, which is going to be very good, except for that we're still going to have enough life to get the Hurricane off, killing Mega Sceptile before Kazooie goes down to the burn. So Kazooie did some good work for us there, took down half the team single-handedly, at which point Boots comes in. I'm very confused when that Weezing comes out, because I'm like, wait a second, I'm pretty sure I basically killed that Weezing. How did he regenerate health when he switched out? And then I sat there for a couple seconds. You don't really tell in the replay, but sat there, was like, and then I realized, oh yeah, Zoroark. That was definitely Zoroark. So Kingdra comes in. Is going to take some hard damage from a Fury Swipes batch from Boots. Unfortunately, Boots doesn't have enough to kill the Kingdra, and we're going to unfortunately allow it to get a rest off here, which is quite unfortunate. It's able to get all of its health back up, and thanks to its Dragon typing, the Energy Ball doesn't do a whole lot to it. So I switch in Clifford, knowing that Lumiere's dead if I don't. And so Clifford comes in, the Hydro Pump misses, but either way would have not been too terrible for us. Now the real Weezing comes back in. I set up a substitute, and the rain's going to stop there, and Clifford's going to go for the Waterfall, killing the Weezing. So taking him off the field, we're down to Kingdra and Zoroark. At this point, Zoroark is good. Well, Kingdra comes in, but it ends up being Zoroark in disguise. With my sub there, I go for the Dragon Dance. Sub breaks, but I'm able to get the bounce off, or bounce going with my speed boosts before Kingdra can hit us this time. We hit Kingdra, and it goes down to its sash, revealing that it is Zoroark. And so Clifford's going to take a Night Daze, but he's going to have enough left in him to go ahead and take care of the Zoroark, although the lowering in accuracy is going to come into effect here in a minute. So Zoroark at least did part of his job. He bought Kingdra some time. Kingdra comes back in and sets up the Rain Dance. Throws up the Dragon Pulse, but we're obviously in the air. And then we come down and the bounce misses, thanks to Zoroark's accuracy lowering. So Clifford's going to take a hard Dragon, not a real hard Dragon Pulse, but going to take some damage from it. And we're going to have to go back up with the bounce again. And this time, thankfully, Clifford lands it, and thanks to our attack boost, we are able to kill the Kingdra. So yeah, a really fun little battle with this team. This is a fun team to play around with, and Team Rocket Trio had a cool team for us to go up against. You don't see like Kingdras or some of these other Pokemon super frequently, so it's always fun to go up against things you don't see real often. I mean, sure, it's satisfying to beat the OU teams, but there's only so many like Rotom washes that you can take on before you want to just like give up altogether, because it's just, even when you can beat them, it's just annoying to see it all the time. So this was very cool. Thanks for the battle there, Team Rocket Trio. Let's jump into the next one, shall we? Alright guys, here we go, battle number 2. They lit off with their Haxorus, and I went off with Boots because I didn't really see any reason not to. They switched into their Dusclops, which I saw the Dusclops there, and I just didn't think about it. And yeah, I mean, that was my bad. I guess I should have expected that maybe that was coming. I guess I was more scared of Haxorus than I was of Dusclops, so I figured I'd try to at least get the fake out off. I switch Boots out, bring in Lumiere. Lumiere is going to take a Nightshade, which isn't too bad, but Choice Scarf is going to allow it to get faster and bring that Speed Ball to Dusclops' one eye and take him on out. Haxorus is then going to come in and outrage Lumiere, which is painful. Lumiere is one of my harder hitters, so it hurts to lose her that early, or lose him that early. Bruce comes in then and revenge kills for Lumiere with the outrage, outspeeding the Haxorus. Bruce has the Choice Scarf on. Currently locked into Outrage, so expecting the Ice Fang from the Luxray, given that it was brought in on the ground type, but locked into the Outrage, nothing I could do there. Finally, when Outrage ended, I was able to switch out, brought Fumsy in, and was going to attempt to get the Will-O-Wisp off on the obviously physical attacking Luxray, but switches out into Delphox, and obviously being a fire type, Burn's going to do nothing to Delphox. So Fumsy's sitting out there against the Psychic type, so I bring him back out, bring Boots in. Boots is going to take a Psyshock, which does some reasonable damage, and then Boots is going to go for the Fake Out, but they're going to bring the Crobat in. So we're going to do a little bit of damage to Crobat, but nothing really worth writing home about. And then Boots is going to go down to poison damage. At that point, Kazooie comes in, and Kazooie's going to Mega Evolve and throw up the Hurricane, which is going to do some real good damage to Crobat. Crobat, it gets confused by the Hurricane and then kills itself, so that was pretty fantastic. Always fun to get those. At that point, they bring in the Delphox again, and Kazooie's going to get another good Hurricane off. Using its Citrus Berry, special attack gets lowered there by the Mystic Flowers, so I bring Kazooie out, not wanting to waste her, and Clifford comes in, gets Will-O-Wisp, which is disappointing, and then they're going to take a Waterfall here either way. Thankfully, we get a crit there, so that shouldn't have killed, but it did. I don't like doing that, but whatever. We'll take it. Luxray comes in and worries about lowering our attack stats. They did that a couple times this battle. I'm not really sure why bother at that point. They could have easily killed Clifford and still had enough energy left to that didn't help them. They could have killed him in that one turn and not had to worry about it. So I don't know if they were expecting the switch or what. I don't know. I was sacrificing Gyarados at that point. I didn't want to give them a free hit with their Luxray on somebody else. I bring in the Sceptile at that point. After the Volt switch, Fumsy's going to take a hard Dragon Pulse, but live with enough to get another Sludge Bomb up and to take the Sceptile out. So Mega Sceptile goes down, which is very, very nice, leaving them with just this tiresome little Luxray. And Luxray is going to go for the Volt switch, which is going to kill Fumsy, but there's going to know to switch to, so obviously Luxray is going to stay in. But I bring in Bruce, and I have the Choice Scarf. But I go for Earthquake, so I don't know if Baby Doll Eyes is priority. I'm not really. It must be, I guess. I've never used that move before. I think it's a new fairy move or something. But it must be priority because it outsped us even though we had Choice Scarf. And if not, if they were able to outspeed us some other way, which I don't know how they would, they wasted a turn on Baby Doll Eyes as opposed to Ice Fang. But so it must be priority. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, so there we go. Some fun OU battles for you guys. I apologize for not getting any battles out last Thursday. Work week was crazy, and I just did not have time. I didn't anticipate getting any videos out before the weekend. Thursday and Friday expected to be late, but then I ended up having some time Thursday night to prep for Friday's Minecraft Lord of the Rings. And that's one of my more watched series, so I made a point of trying to get that out, but I could not have gotten Thursday out last week. So I apologize for that, but I hope you guys enjoyed these two battles. They were a lot of fun for me. I like this team, and I don't normally have a lot of fun in OU, so hey, if I can have fun in OU, I'll take it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you next time. As always, I've been Tortoise the Gray, and you guys have been great. Have a good one.